Your product team just got budget approval, but now you're stuck. Should you invest in AI tools, a designer, or a combination of both? Hey, my name is Dianne. I'm the co-founder of The Design Project. I've worked with Crocs and Mercedes-Benz, and I've been a solo designer for 5 SaaS startups. Today, we help over 50 B2B SaaS customers ship products faster with AI. Some of our customers have been acquired by Slack, Nvidia, and MrBeast. Today, I'm going to walk you through the decision-making framework with real-world examples to show you how this plays out with teams. So this is the exact framework I use. There are 3 categories: when to use AI, when to use design, and when to use a combination of both. When to use AI. Number 1, use AI when the work is straightforward and repeatable. Examples of this could be adding a secondary or tertiary button, quick form field additions to screens, using standard UI patterns that you've already used before in the product. AI can handle all of these tasks within minutes. Number 2, use AI when you want to move fast and iterate quickly. Examples of this are quick mockups to close a gap, rapid prototyping to validate an idea, getting something functional out there so that you can get feedback quickly. This step is really great for PMs because they can visualize their ideas. I'll talk a little bit more about this in the case studies later. Number 3, use AI when you have a very clear design direction. This could be a super detailed PRD, a design system that's already built and coded, or something that you already know looks great. If you have all of these, AI can execute on these guardrails super fast. It's basically your design system doing the heavy lifting and AI doing the execution. But again, going back to design systems, they have to be well built and they should be built from the designer first. When to use a designer. You need to bring on a designer when there's a lot of complexity and you're not exactly sure of the solution yet. This could look like synthesizing a bunch of user research, designing an entire flow from scratch, or doing a lot of deep thinking, not just that execution. This is more of that human strategy, not those AI quick templates. Number 2, this is when a designer is building a core part of the product. This could look like creating an experience, not something super generic, a place where you want to differentiate your product from the others, a place to add more delight to those key moments. The key is you need something that's going to stand out and represent your brand. Number 3, use a designer when you're tackling something brand new. What this could look like: a new feature without established clear usage patterns, unclear requirements that need a little bit more exploration, user research to deeply understand the product better. This is 1,000% designer territory. AI cannot innovate on a problem that it's never seen before. And number 4, you need to bring in a designer when there's a human element involved. This could look like you need to collaborate with the product team, PMs, devs, other designers. You need to be getting that stakeholder buy-in. You need to defend the user and challenge assumptions. All of us know that design is more than pixel pushing. And this is when you need someone to really think deeply and create that space for designers to step in. Okay, now the sweet spot, when you should use both AI and designers together. Examples of this is when designers can brainstorm faster, AI can come up with a bunch of ideas, and then designers can hone in and find the best ones. When PMs need to visualize their ideas, they can now use AI prototyping tools and give designers a baseline. AI can handle the speed and exploration, and designers can bring that strategic thinking. Let me show you how this framework plays out in the real world. One of our awesome designers, Luli, works with a few of our B2B SaaS companies, and here's how she's working daily. Case study 1, when AI works. One of our customers, we work directly with the PM. Let's call him John. He has a bunch of small requests. Hey, I need a new button here. I need a new form field. I need a new toggle. Now with our defined design system, we can go directly into the code base in Claude Code, and we can design these elements. No need for devs, no need for days handoff, happens within minutes. Case study 2, when you need a designer. So this is a completely different experience. One of our customers was building a subscription feature into their brand new platform. This wasn't just one screen, it was a whole new flow and experience. And this is a really pivotal part of the project because it drives conversion. Users will either opt in or opt out at this stage. So we needed to think deeply about the best way to structure this. They came to Luli with nothing figured out. They didn't know the price points, they didn't know whether they wanted a free tier, they didn't know how the paywall worked. This is when Luli really became essential because she did a bunch of AI research on subscription models, best practices, what other companies are doing. And then she gathered real world inspiration from other companies out there. Showing something real that existed in the world versus something that's AI generated is really important at this stage when you're thinking about a core moment in the product. So this was a really collaborative experience working directly with the team and coming up with a flow that would really revolutionize how users went through that product and made decisions on whether they wanted to opt in or opt out. And case study 3 is a combination of using AI and Designer. So let's go back to that first customer with our PM John. He's coming up with a new feature. So he's going to create a PRD with ChatGPT. There's a lot of AI tools out there today. You guys are probably already using some. Then he's taking that PRD and he's feeding it into Lovable and he's getting a working prototype. The prototype is not going to have UI. It's not going to feel like the product, but it's going to be able to show the functionality and the thinking behind the PRD that he's creating. And then he hands it off to Luli. And this is great because Luli now gets a baseline. She knows what's easy, simple, what makes sense. And now she can build on top of it. Now she can take the simple prototype and focus on what matters most. Differentiation, how to make it more delightful, how to think through the UX and make it more complicated, how to add more delight, how to make sure it functions correctly, how to just come up with better alternatives overall. And she told me something really powerful. I always give them something better than they gave me. That's how I prove value. People that just use AI get that first idea, but people that use designers get a more thoughtful decision-making and better UX. In our experience with our designers working with our customers, this is a pattern we're seeing across all of our customers. AI excels in execution, design excels in strategy. And when you combine them, you get both speed and quality. So that's the framework. It's not AI versus designers. It's to know when to use AI, when to use designers, and when to use both. If you get this right, you'll ship faster without sacrificing quality. If you found this helpful, subscribe. I'm sharing more of these product team workflows weekly. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.